You.
Yo, are you ready for the Smackdown?
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Trying to get us copyright. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
Well, it's your boy CL Cool.
And it's your boy TE
And this is I Still Love Pro Wrestling. ... I think.
Don't forget the 3 dots.
Hey man, don't forget them 3 dots. And today we're going to talk about Smackdown that came from Toledo, Ohio. This Smackdown was all right to me.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have about the Bray Wyatt return, seeing as though he's already back.
Yeah.
So everybody was kind of curious about what he was gonna do, but you didn't have that hype built up around it. There was no tribal chief on this show.
Yeah.
And we all know, as much as people hate to admit it, when Roman's on the show and he doing something, more eyes are on the show.
Business pick up.
Yes, sir. But it was a solid show. Shoot, we can just jump into it if you want to.
All right, man. So Sheamus comes down to the ring with his brawling brute buddies, Butch and Rich Holland, and he about to get ready to go against Solo Sikoa. You know, that's the first time that these two have met up, and Solo comes out with the Usos and Sami Zayn. And I know we talk about him every week, but man, how much do you love Sami Zayn?
Man, look, Sami Zayn right now is finally getting the platform to do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And he is showing everybody that he can be entertaining. He can be serious. I mean, dude he taking this and running with it. Like, he's showing them, like, this is what y'all should have had me the whole time. Y'all had me with the conspiracy thing.
Yeah.
Y'all took my El Generico gimmick and you made me, you know.
I mean, the stuff with him and Owens was pretty good.
That was pretty good. But character-wise, he's really the conspiracy. I think going into the conspiracy theory thing,
yeah,
kind of helped him on character development. And now being the honorary Uso has really forced him to come out and, you know, showcase his acting chops. And I think that now, whenever the split happens, I think Sami is going to be a threat in the solo division.
Yeah.
No pun intended, Solo.
So this match, it was a pretty hard-hitting, good match between Sheamus and Solo, which I knew it would because Sheamus, you know, he has a lot of stiff, hard-hitting matches that he's known for. You know, there was a lot of interference, especially on the outside. The Usos and Sami Zayn put Rich Holland and Butch under the announce table.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Kind of my year SummerSlam, right?
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah, it did.
Anyway, that happened, and then you know, Solo not super kick, but kicked Sheamus in the face because Sheamus went on the outside, and you know, he dove off the top rope onto the Usos and Sami Zayn on the outside, and then as he was coming inside the ring, Solo got him, hit him with the what that move called? It was the spinning rock bottom.
The spinning Solo.
The spinning Solo.
They got to come up with a better name for that.
I mean, it works, I guess.
The spinning
we
Solo.
Say spinning rock bottom.
It's basically spinning rock bottom.
That's what it is. But he hit that and got the win. So they're booking Solo pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, he really had no choice because right now, if you want him to be able to, you know, stick out in the bloodline too, you can't have him come in losing. Can't have him looking weak. Like everybody in the bloodline, the whole thing with the bloodline right now is everybody got to look strong. They got to look like a threat. And so far, that's what they've been doing. And I don't know if they keep that going. We all know it's going to eventually come to a head because we got more stables coming in.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But after the match, they all beat the crap out of Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus, man, I'll give it to Sheamus. If you look at Sheamus's body,
you have been taking a beating for the last month.
Man, just for the simple fact that he had to fight Gunther twice in the last, that's enough for itself. Now you got you getting beat down. They basically tore
by the bloodline, like
tore that arm up, boy.
So just go quickly through it. They show Rey Mysterio wanted to quit. They showed a replay of it. Ray was being he was kind of being talked about by Ludwig and Giovanni. But this led into a match that Ray and Kaiser are going to have later on that night.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really to write home about.
No, not really. I mean, we got to get Ray's feet wet some way, so why not insert him? I mean, he already got a title shot with Gunther, so, you know, we got to get his feet wet. Let's get him going.
So, the Bray Wyatt promo, well, the backstage segment, whatever you want to call it, I like the promo. I just wish the music wasn't there.
Yeah, they're trying to get the dramatic effect.
It's too much.
I'm gonna say right now, let's just see where it goes. I hope they don't keep doing it that way because I'm actually gonna be there this week. Because if you watched at the intro when Sheamus and the Brutes were coming out, they had the little cutaway at the camera, and he gave the whole "I'm here" thing, like kind of call back to what he used to do with the "We're Here" with the Wyatt family. So he said, "I'm here," and I'm thinking, okay, he's there, but he was there via satellite or via pre-recorded message, and the message was interesting. He kind of continued where he was last week and kind of thanked everybody for, still saying his name and keeping his legacy alive and everything he done. Just basically keeping the want and the need for Bray Wyatt in the industry alive to the point that he got his job back in so many words. But then he takes it around and it seems like he's talking to somebody else after he finishes talking to the fans. And then, of course, he says now he's just a servant. And he goes where the circle goes. So whatever that's supposed to mean. And he also said he's going to be more violent this time around. So, I mean, we could see a unique character development with this. And, we got this mysterious masked person that's still floating around too. That is him, which seems like it's going to be him versus himself, which is kind of sort of like what The Fiend was in a way, with the whole pain. And
you think that's what they're going for?
I think that's what they're going for.
I'm kind of liking that we don't know.
Yeah.
That's the part I like, that we don't know what they're going for. And they're slow building it, but I just didn't like I said, I know it's kind of like nitpicking, but I just didn't like the music. I just thought the music was neat. I think it was a silent background with Bray Wyatt talking because he's so good that he can do that. He can command the room like that. I thought the music was kind of distracting. If it was like a chilly, let's say we did this let's say like outside in the forest somewhere, then it would have been better than just backstage in the arena.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel that.
But like I say, this is nitpicky stuff. Like I said, I'm not mad at it. It's just like I think it changed the scenery. Would have did it great, especially with his character. But after that, the Bloodline was backstage celebrating. Pretty much Sami Zayn saying Solo's good for the group. Him and Jay Uso bickering. So they teams. So
Jay is like he like that one because you can't sit straight.
Yeah.
Like everybody else on one accord. Jay, that one person that's always ready to go. Man, calm down, Jay. Jay, that main event Jay Uso hothead gimmick I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I
like it. Yeah, I'm hothead. He called it out. Yeah. He admitted it, but I don't know. I believe that when it does come out, and this is just my prediction, that it is gonna come out that Sami Zayn is kind of like exposing the inner secrets of the bloodline and learning all he needs to learn to kind of destroy it from within. I believe Jay gonna be the "I told you so" dude, and that's how the bloodline is gonna get pretty much destroyed from the inside out. But that's just my prediction.
So we have Liv Morgan versus Sonya Deville.
Live with her. Oh, we got to.
Look, ever since the number one woman,
here we go,
Ronda Rousey beat Liv Morgan, she snapped. Like she thinks she hardcore. She thinks she Mick Foley, and she thinks she Sandman, and she thinks she just Tommy Dreamer, and she thinks she's New Jack. I don't know who she thinks she is.
Jeff Hardy too. I don't.
But Jeff Hardy. I would say a little bit of Matt Hardy, but I don't know what she thinks she's doing. But she needs to stop.
But if you think about Liv Morgan, where else do you go with Liv? Like she had to find something to do.
Ain't Bray Wyatt just come? I don't know, but this whole
they missed the boat with that.
This whole I'm hardcore, this whole I'm extreme stuff that she got going on, and putting folks through tables and steel steps and steel chairs and stuff. Like it was a double count out. I didn't care. I honestly didn't care.
I'm not didn't care for the match either.
I'm sorry, I just didn't. Like this. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, it's not. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to get people interested in Liv. It's like the underdog thing. They pretty much milked that dry.
Yeah.
She was an underdog. She won the belt. She lost the belt.
Yeah.
Where do you go now? We got to give her something to do. We got to give her some type of personality, some type of gimmick. And the Psycho keep giving me pain. I'm gonna give you more pain type thing. Harley Quinn / hardcore / Mick Foley / because it reminds me of like a Mankind too.
Yeah.
Mankind Cactus Jack. It's just one of those things. I don't know if it's gonna be truly entertaining for a long period of time, because you're gonna have to keep finding things to do that's gonna take it to another level, and eventually, either she's gonna have to be accepted, or it's just gonna.
You even taking too long. To me, it need to do something with it. Just do something with it. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Just do something with it.
They trying, Calvin. They trying.
Well, I don't care. So, I just don't care. So they showed the video LA Knight letting us know he's the mega star's game, referring to himself. It's just a little video of him pretty much coming back. LA Knight. I can't wait for that. Also on Monday Night Raw, Bianca Belair versus Bayley in a non-title match, and she would do it as a non-title match.
Hey, look at that woman. She has defended her belt
one time in the past month. She has defended that belt.
That's all that's required. One time in the past month.
She should have defended that belt multiple times. She want to be number one.
That is all that is required. She just beat Bayley. Bayley don't deserve no title shot.
She do. But I want me to tell you what I think is gonna happen.
What?
I bet you somehow Bayley beat her, and that's how she get another shot. It's a non-title. Think about it.
Yeah, I mean, she got to do something to try to get back in the picture, but get to the back of the line. You lost. You lost the first ever women's ladder match. You lost on a monumental. Get down. Get to the back of the line.
Oh yeah, then the video appeared with the Viking Raiders and Sarah Logan. Like, I don't care about that either.
They trying to reboot them again.
Don't care.
They came back as the all new vicious Viking Raiders.
I don't care what they came back as.
The Viking Raiders just aren't. I miss War Machine. War Machine, it didn't take all the extra gimmicky. They just came and did their thing. But of course, it's WWE, so they got to give them something.
I think if it was under Triple H, representative came into the War Machine.
I think they would have too.
But I digress. So this is what I want. This is what I want to get your take on. Braun Strowman and Omos. What do you think about that?
I think the build-up so far is decent,
and I'm glad they got MVP talking.
Yes,
MVP. Why is he there? He ain't talking. That's the whole point of him being there.
The whole point.
It ain't for him to be looking good in the suit and the cane.
We got somebody pimp uncle, but let's talk. MVP basically opened the door for Strowman to make the challenge. Mm-hmm. Strowman makes it. MVP accepts on Omos's behalf. And then, of course, Braun starts kind of insinuating that he about to do something to MVP and talking about how Omos isn't there. And, of course, MVP is like, oh, I didn't say he wasn't here. Then, of course, Omos comes out and they do the famous face-to-face dance. And you actually get a viewpoint of what MVP was trying to say in his promo when he mentioned that, Braun Strowman's a big man, but when he stands next to a giant, he's going to be exposed.
It made it clear.
Yes. Omos is a big dude. That man, when he stood next to Strowman and Strowman was looking in his chest.
But whoever did the camera, that was a nice camera shot.
Yes.
Like, it showed you,
he had to look up.
Yeah.
He looked up and it was just kind of like, yeah, you are bigger than me. And then Omos, being Omos, we can't expose Omos's greenery, but he did get a nice little shove. It's like he jumped.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what was he supposed to do?
He pushed the crap out of him.
He pushed through the ropes.
I don't want to see the match because I think there's going to be some kind of clash. I just want to see what they're going to do.
Yeah. It's just interesting to see you got two. It's been a while since we've seen two big men like that go at it.
Because usually you have a man like that, you usually put him in the ring with a smaller guy who can bump for him. Yeah. So this is two guys.
Two big dudes.
So I'm guessing Braun is going to be the one carrying this match.
Probably. I mean, if you remember how he did with Big Show.
Yeah.
And this is Big Show in his later years. Mm-hmm. Braun kind of carried that.
Yeah.
The show even getting older, he can still do a little bit more than what Omos has been showing us.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it remains to be seen.
Yeah. So they showed the clip from last week when Drew McIntyre attacked Karrion Kross in the parking lot, and my baby mama, number one,
here we go.
Nikita number two, but Kayla Braxton, my number one baby mama, interviewed him, and Drew said, upper management wasn't happy about what he did last week. He said pretty much Karrion Kross pushed it towards his breaking point, and then he said they getting each other away. It's going to be severe consequences. And Drew said that they all agreed that this had to end, and Karrion Kross, and he said at Crown Jewel he will face Karrion Kross in a steel cage.
I'm ready for this to get over with. I like Drew. I like Kross. But I'm ready for the rivalry to be over with.
Who do you think win this match?
I believe
if Drew win this match, the rivalry can't be over.
But he got to get his lick back.
So how you think the rivalry? But I don't think it's going to end. How does it end? It's not like they. Well, you know what? See, this is why I've been so conditioned as a WWE fan, because he won one. What's the grudge match? Maybe it doesn't have to be one. See what I'm saying?
That's true. The 50-50 booking has ruined
exactly.
But see,
but also whether it's UFC or wrestling though, like if Conor McGregor win one and then Nate Diaz win one, they always have a grudge match.
Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of makes sense too. They do that in UFC too.
Well, they've only had one match, and that was that strap match.
I know.
So if Drew wins this one,
it's 1-1. It's 1-1. That's why I said, how does it end?
Survivor Series.
We'll see.
I say it ends in Survivor Series. If Kross doesn't get this victory, because even though, and this is leaning on WWE booking too, if you notice, Drew, as far as the angle right now, it's in his favor because he took Kross out.
Yeah.
So normally, when it's in that person's favor, the person who's coming back needs to get the upper hand.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you end the show with one person standing over the other, you kind of have a hint of who's going to win at the pay-per-view. So I think if they let Kross win, the only way to kind of make this make sense is for Drew to go away for a little bit and come back with some kind of reboot.
Okay.
If not a reboot, just something fresh about him, because Drew hadn't went away in a little bit.
Yeah,
he hasn't gone anywhere, and I've heard complaints. I've seen things online about his character starting to feel a little stale.
It is.
He don't have a sword no more. He's
thank God.
I know we got tired of that, but he's kind of just there. You don't want to see him as a champion right now. You don't want to see him in the main event scene at all right now.